Hello everyone, it's Kathy Schmitt, the Backyard Stamper, and today I'm going to be continuing the, hold on one second, I gotta shut off the microphone here. Where did it go? Hello everyone, it's Kathy. There we go, sorry. Hello everyone. Okay, so I shut it off before I started and it still came on. Okay, so today I'm going to continue my exploring nature pages I started last week. So I'm going to flip the camera down and I'll show you where we're at. So first, if you would like to subscribe for my newsletter, here's the QR code. And if you like any of the kits that I am showing, here is the QR code to shop. And before we get going, I just wanted to remind everyone that next Sunday, March 8th, I will be teaching a scrapbooking class at the Gilmanton Winery in Gilmanton, New Hampshire. There's still space available. So please sign up, go to Gilmanton Winery and on Facebook, and you will see this event, and you click on it and say you're going, and it will take you to the payment page. I will also link the, I'll put the link in this video after we're done. So I hope to see you there. We're going to be doing this Exploring Nature kit and also the Currently Loving kit, which I've been showing for Heidi's wedding. So yeah, I hope to see you there. All right, so this is the kit that we're going to be working on, or we are working on. And last time I did this layout, and today I'm going to be working on layout number 3. I don't know why I skipped number 2, but that's okay. We'll come back to it. And so as you know, when you get these scrapbooking kits from Stampin' Up, they are full color directions with cutting guidelines, and then they have the full color layout instructions. So let me show you what happened last week when I was putting together my pages. These kits all make two-page layouts. So here is the original of this layout, two-page layout, made just like the instructions. And then here is my take on it, because I had to change the photo sizes. So here is my take on it. So do you see how these kits give you the jump start to get going? And then you just transition them to match your photos. So in this particular case, the only thing I did different, I did everything else the same as the instructions, is I just made my photo boxes bigger. So really great for getting you started in scrapbooking, or like me, giving me the kick in the butt to get going and get caught back up. All right, so today, let me show you the pages we're going to work on. These are the originals. Okay, whoops, sorry, crooked. And so we're going to put them together based on the photos that I have for this layout. All right, so I have all my parts and pieces all put together. And let me just put some of the doodads aside for the moment. So The nice thing about the doodads is they have the project number right on the back. So they all, when you punch them out, you can sort them into little piles like I did. And then I followed my cutting instructions and cut all these pieces according to the instructions. So now when I'm ready to sit down and actually add my photos, it is going to be really easy. So I'm going to bring in my instruction and see what it says. The first thing we're going to do is attach this piece to the back of that, and then we're going to add our strip, one of them, and let me see, was this supposed to be the dark side or the light side? And to check that, you look at your cutting instructions, and this piece here, because this piece here is the darker side. If it was the lighter side, let me see if I can find one to show you. Right here. If it was the lighter side, it would have had the asterisk after it. And then you have, or the back of the paper. So the front of the paper is what we're using right now. And let me get back to my page. And so that is the beginning of my page. So let me go ahead and attach these down. Let me move my photo mounts aside. I'll put those up with the doodads. Give me some more table space here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach this with some acid-free tape. And I'm not a fan of using too much tape because they're going to be in the photo sleeves. So that way, if you do have to make a change, then it's easier to do. And I am going to double check. Yep, the horizontal pieces are going across. And it has this whitish part at the top. So before I do anything else, let me turn that around. Okay. And get me this part out, and this piece is going to go like that. All right. So let me go ahead and add my tape. And you know, you can use these, you can use multiple of these kits, because if the pages are in different albums, who's going to know that you use the same kit? Like, I love this kit, and living in New Hampshire, this is going to give me a lot of opportunity to scrap some of our outdoors pictures. So, all right, we're going to go about 1.25 inches. So I'm going to cover that last strip like so, that little line. And I just looked at my directions really quick. So this is two-tone cardstock, and so you can see one side is darker and one side is lighter. So on this page, it says to use the darker side. So that's what I'm going to do. And it says come up about 1.25 inches, which I'm going to say is right about there. I am not a person that measures as much as I eyeball. Let me just make sure I got the bubble out of there. See what I mean about not taping too much? If you get something crooked, it's really easy to fix as long as you haven't over taped, right? All right, check my light side and my dark side. I hope you're all having a great Sunday. It's a little bit warmer today than it has been here in New Hampshire. And on this one, there we go, covering that little white line there. And I also am lining it up with the second page. These are 2-page spreads, so they're going to be across from each other in the album. So I do want to have it be cohesive. So there we go. Okay, let's see what else we got to do now. So now let me bring in my photo mounts, and we'll see if my pictures will go well with that. So we've got, that's for the other side. This. Like something like that is what the directions say. I'm on the wrong side, but we'll pretend that's the left page. I'm going to move this page out of the way. So this is what my directions have, my layout. So I've got my square, a rectangle, and a bigger picture. So let's look at my pictures. So my daughter went to France for her honeymoon, and the first layout was them hiking, and then this one is going to be them at their resort. So let's see if I do that. Oh, aren't these pictures gorgeous? Okay, so my second page, I might need to reconfigure. Let's see here. If one side of the album is going to be, let's see here, because my last, I only have 2 other pictures, so I normally load up my pictures with a lot, my pages with a lot of photos, but these are my daughter, this was my daughter's trip, and these are the pictures that I have to work with. So, and let's see here. I might have to, I like to, since they're the focal image, I'm going to put them a little bit more towards the center. And then I'll have something down here. And then I have the Great Outdoors. And here's my trees. Let me just take a quick peek at the second layout. I might want to switch. I think I'm going to switch my title, because this is, the second layout says Everyday Adventure, and this one has Great Outdoors. Actually, let's just switch my pictures. I'll put this with the second layout. And my pictures are, this is, I know, Italy, and this is when they were cycling, touring Italy. So they went from the mountains to the sea in warm weather. Here they're wearing t-shirts. So let's do that. These need to be over here, I think. Okay, so these pages, and I'll have to ask her if she's got a couple more photos so we can put these on, because otherwise I could just put them all on one layout and save this for another time. Although then I have an odd layout. So what I could do to fix that is put my this is the end of their trip. So I want that there. And this is France. See, this is still France, and this is Italy. So we really need to, sorry. Okay, so if I go back to this, and then I do this, then that's great. So I can do this, and I don't need to make the third page with these pictures. So let's put the Great Outdoors over here, and let's put, where is my sleeve with my other pictures? So this is what I got to figure out here in just a second. Okay, so my original pages have the Great Outdoors like this. And so what I need to do is just turn my pictures a little bit. So I'm going to have it like that, and the Great Outdoors. And then I have this doodad here with one of these doodads. Okay, so that's gonna work great. What I can do too is turn my doodad this way so I don't have too many rectangles, and I can also put that up here, maybe lower that down. There we go, something like that. All right, and one tree. We can do it like so. Okay, and then the other page looks like this. So I can use my other photo mounts here that I've got, and really none of them are going to fit, so I have to cut. I'm going to cut. I can cut this one down a little bit, but other than that, I don't want to cut these pictures because the scenery is gorgeous. So I'm just going to cut a smidge off of the cloud here. There. All right, and then I need I'm bringing in a piece of the pecan pie. I hope you're scrapbooking with me today or working on projects. All right, so I need, this picture is a 4x6. So I need a 4 1/4. What did I just trim this one down to though? I trimmed that to 5 1/2. So let's go 4 1/4. And I can go 6 1/4. That is right there. And 5 and 7, 5 3/4. Perfect. And then I need one more that is 6 1/4. 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then my pictures will be perfectly mounted. 6 1/4. There. Perfect. All right, now let's see. So this piece here, I'm going to take my photos and just place them around on here just for now. And then I'm going to bring in my other doodad, which is this. And so I'll add the journaling box. I think I'm going to add the journaling box for this page. I am going to move that. And you know what I might do? Hold on one second. I might flip my page so that my title has this backing, like that. Here are my other pages, or other pictures, like so. Move that up. We'll put this up there, and we'll put this one down here. And then I have room for my journaling box. Or let me move the pictures. Let me move that one over just a smidge so that I can fit my journaling box. And that way, when we open the pages as my 2-page spread, I have my journaling box right here. And I might put a little one right here because this is France and this is Italy. So what do you think of that? Should I reverse it? And you know what? I can leave it. Or let me just see one more time. If I want to put it like that, put my photos here. This one up here. We'll put it over a little bit. This one right here. Oh, look at that. I did it. Okay, we'll leave it the way it was. So let me, and I'm going to like double frame this one with the white because I'm pretty sure I had one of those cut from last time. Let me see, where did I put it? Is this one gonna work? Almost. I don't want to cut any of that picture down. Okay, so I'm gonna double mount this one just to bring out. I'm just gonna put a little skinny border and to bring that photo as our main photo. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna do a skinny border. Let's see here. I want 6 1/8. And I need 4 1/8. There. That should work perfectly. There. Yes. See how that adding that white makes that photo pop off the page. So I think that's great. Hi, Debbie. Yes, and you know, it's March 1st and it's her birthday today. So that's kind of fun. I'm working on her pages and it's my daughter Heidi's birthday today. She's 35. Where did the time go? Oh, man, oh, man. That sure makes me feel old. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put some tape on that one. And I'm going to, I want my words. I'm going to put it so that I have a little bit of blue showing on the border here. I like that. And then we'll put this one together. Are you working on a project today? Why don't you put it in the comments what you might be working on? After I get done here, I always go to my parents on Sundays. So that's what I will be doing, and I'll be working with my dad and on his little project that he's got going. And then my mom and I might take her to a store. I need to get some stuff at Staples, so I'll take her out. And then we have our puzzle, we have our paper pumpkin to work on. We have so many things to get caught up on. All right, let's see here. And I just have to get the names and spelling of the place that they went. These pictures here. I'm going to overlap that one. I like that. And like so. So it's like this, and I have a great sticker for this. It's going to be perfect. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and cover. I'm just kind of make my outdoors part straight because this is all wavy. All right, that page is just about done. Let's do this page. Isn't it beautiful though? Oh my gosh. They had a great time. They were gone for just about 2 weeks and they did all sorts of things. This part in Italy is like on an island, and then like I showed you on the other pages, they were hiking in the mountains of France, and it was great. They waited to do their honeymoon until the following year, spring. They got married in September, so they waited until the following spring to go. And we got to watch my granddog. All right. So in this particular case, where I didn't have enough photos to make 3 2-page spreads, I'm going to save that 3rd spread for another project. And it could be even some wall art, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. Okay, so I've got, here's my 2-page spreads. Doesn't that look pretty good? Let me move that over like that. And now I need some trees. We'll put them like that. And then I'm going to look at my stickers. All right, so these photo mounts I didn't need, but I'm going to save them for another project. And these flags go with, you can put them with the stickers. So let's see what I've got for stickers here. So I'm looking to see, this one has, this page here has, let's see here, 4 3/4 and 4 1/4. It's funny, they don't, oh, there it is. I don't know if I want that, but let's see what it looks like. 4 3/4. I kind of like the blue instead, but let's see. Let's do this other part. They had outdoor fun. I could have sworn they had a bicycle one on there. Oh yeah, enjoy the ride. So we're going to put this, let's see here, what do we want to do? Hold on one moment, please. Let's put the enjoy the ride is going to be right here. Enjoy the ride. I like that. And then outdoor fun can still go up here. I gotta just bring it a little closer so I know I got that sticker straight, which I did not. Huh. Okay, so now this is where I want to use some of these banners. So let's see what they did. They used a couple of the flags. These are individual stickers, so they used a couple flags here on my outdoor fun, and these are those. So let's see here. If we do that, I'm using the sticker part to pick them up. Like that. I like that. That is really cute. Okay. And then I've got this. This has, today was, I think I'm going to do my journaling first to see how much I have to write, and then I'll fill it in with some other doodads. And then over here, let's look at Take the Road Less Traveled. Let's see, the best view. That's great. The best view. Let's do this. Oh, right there on her. They were sitting outside on their patio, and look at the view. Perfect. Okay. And then let's see here. Take the Road Less Traveled. What do I want to put right here? I really want to put like a journaling box. So maybe I will wait and put something there. Or I have one right here that I can, let me see here. Let me cut that down. I can do it just like that, but it's a little too big. Let me see if I can move this over. If I do something like that and something like that. Yeah, I think that'll work great. So let me add some tape, and I can tell you all about what they had for breakfast, where they're at, the name of their place they stayed in. I'll fill that journaling box right up. Like that. And then I have this one here, Collect Beautiful Moments. That will fit perfectly on this little square here. And then I have a couple little other stickers. Outdoor Fun, No Limits, Explore. Yeah, so I'm going to wait until I do my journaling to decorate this one. And I'm going to say this is done. So what do you think? Let me just tack that part down a little bit because I peeled it up so the stick didn't want to stick anymore. What do you think? Isn't that great? So in this particular case, here was my original. This is according to the directions. Whoops, like that. And this is how I made the page. So that means I have a lot left over to work on some additional pages using this kit, but not these pictures, because this is all the pictures I had from this event. So yeah, I think that's great. So, and then the other thing I'm going to work on is I need to put some stuff in the albums. So over this next week, I have made a whole bunch of pages now, and I need to get them in an album because I've just been storing them. And this is great. See what they went from winter hiking to summer bicycling. Isn't that great? Oh, I'm so glad they had a good time. So I'm going to start putting my pages in an album because I've got a whole stack of them. And I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 years in one album instead of my normal 1 year gets an album. When the kids were little, there was so much to document with them and so many things going on with school events and scouts and our camping trips. But now that they're adults and it's just Marty and me, we have not as many pictures. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me show you one more time. Let me show you. Let me find it. I've got it right here somewhere. Here we go. So don't forget to sign up for the scrapbooking event. It's a scrapbooking class. It's 2 hours. You get to pick either exploring nature or currently loving, and then I will walk you through putting together your pages. You can bring your photos if you want, but you don't have to. You can put your photos on after, and I will show you how I've prepped the pages so that when you get your next kit, you'll know how to do the cutting and everything. So I hope you'll join me March 8th, Gilmanton Winery. Look for the link in the video under Show More. And I hope to see you next weekend. Don't forget to scan my QR code here to go sign up for my newsletter. And then oh, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you'll always know when I go live. This coming up week is kind of busy because our team has mystery stamping tomorrow night. That is really fun, fun, fun. So if you want to be part of the fun, you can let me know and join my team. That would be fantastic. So let me come back. Well, I hope you had fun today. I sure did, and I have another event done using my scrapbooking kits from Stampin' Up, and so the photos aren't on my phone anymore. They're in the book, and that's what this is all about. Taking those pictures off your phone and putting them down on paper to document these important events. And what more fun is it to scrap with friends? So join me every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern for an hour of scrapbooking fun, and we will just continue documenting our lives. So I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone, and thanks so much for coming on.